What's up, y'all? We back at it with another movie review. I just got back from seeing a late night viewing of Ballerina. We about to get right into it, spoiler free. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I only went to go see this movie because John Wick was going to be in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest. Let me know down below how many of y'all actually going to see this movie just because John Wick is in it. Be honest with me. Now, this is spoiler free, but now that I've seen the movie, hey man, this shit was totally worth it, man. This was a good ass movie, yo. I enjoyed it from start to finish. Anna did such a great job. Her character is Eve. She's going on her revenge story, similar to like how John Wick did, you know, after they took out his dog that his wife gave him. Similar in that sense where he wanted revenge, she wants revenge. And just, oh my gosh, the stuff she goes through. What I really like the most about this movie is how they talk about John Wick. And I know some people may be like, yo, but isn't it about this Eve character? Yes, it is. But I like how they people feared this man. And don't get me wrong, people feared him in the other movies, but in here it just really felt like, oh man, John Wick there? Nah, bro, I don't want to go in there. John Wick's in there. I love the way they showed fear. And I love the fact, like, you do have moments where they face off against one another and they don't make either character look bad. They don't make Eve, the new character Eve, look bad. They don't make John Wick look bad. They do it in a great way. So like, yo, the fight scenes and everything in this movie, you guys are gonna love it. And when it comes to Eve, she's not some badass like John Wick. She is someone who's very, you know, she's weak. There's things she knows she can't do, people she knows she can't beat. And what makes her different from John Wick, because John Wick just goes in and he gets shit done. She fights and she uses her environment to her advantage because she knows, you know, these men are bigger than her. You know, there's opponents that she just can't beat on her own. So she uses her environment to get the best, you know, the better of her opponents. And I really like that. I like how she is kind of a thinker. She looks around like, yo, this can help me in this battle. This can help me in that battle. I love that aspect of her character as she's going to seek her revenge. And then, you know, the fight scenes in general are just incredible. Like, you probably saw part of it in the trailer, and the trailer didn't do this movie justice if you ask me. But the scene with the flamethrower, when you get to that, you're gonna be like, damn. When you get to the grenades, you're gonna be like, damn. The trailer did not do this movie justice. And now that he's on screen right now, you guys can see him. Honestly, when it comes to Lance, I like the fact that they paid tribute to him. You know, I didn't even know he was going to be in this film. I don't recall seeing him in any of the trailers, but as we see right here, this must be one of the trailers I missed. But yeah, the fact that he was in this movie was a pleasant surprise, man. Like, yo, the dude, R.I.P. to him. So when it comes to this movie, R.I.P. So when it comes to this movie, you guys are gonna have a pleasant time. I like how it somewhat expands the John Wick universe, but it doesn't do something where it kind of goes against what we've seen in the previous movie. I do like that as well. I like when they do actually encounter one another. The fight scenes with, you know, Wick was just really amazing. In fact, any moment he stepped on scene was beautiful, man. And I'll say, I mean, he steals the show, but he doesn't steal the show because they don't keep him in the show a lot for him to steal it. But I can see some people walking away saying the John Wick parts may have been their favorite. But a lot of the stuff she did on her own, I heard she performed some of the stunts herself. You gotta give her props, man. And in fact, I believe this movie was delayed 1 year. It was supposed to come out last year. But all in all, man, I don't want to get too far into it because I don't want to spoil it for you guys. But I really think you guys will have a fun time if you actually check this out this weekend, man. I actually plan on seeing it again with my family. I went and did the solo today, and I'm gonna do it again with the family. You know what I'm saying, this weekend. But yo, for those who have seen it already, let me know your thoughts on this movie. I'll catch y'all in the next one.